All right, y'all, we're back. 2025. It's fishing season, boys. The ice is off the pond. I'm not even expecting to get a bite. I'm just out here to cast up a little bit and set my rods, get ready for a tournament I got going in Kentucky Lake in mid-March. Out here just practicing. If I catch a bass, that's a bonus. If not, oh well. I got this little Great Lakes finesse jig with a little 3-inch yum worm. Just gonna toss this around. I'm gonna have to fish slow. It's water temperatures, I'm assuming 40 to 45. So I'm just gonna hop this jig around a little bit, see what happens. This pond's got a lot of gunk on the bottom of it, as you can see. Just a bunch of nasty gunk. So I should have brought a drop shot. I knew this bottom was nasty and I'm gonna fish slow and fish the bottom. I don't know why I didn't think of bringing a drop shot, but I didn't. And here we are. Check that drag. It's a little loose. Anyway, we're gonna see what we can do here. I did bring a tube and I brought a shaky head. However, I didn't realize this bottom is so nasty. Every cast you get a bunch of nasty junk on it. Just grass and muck. I don't know what it is. A bunch of seaweed grass. I can't believe that crap's still up this in the winter time, but it is, and it's a pain to deal with. But anyway, stay tuned. I'm just gonna have to fish a little faster than I want to stay off the bottom, because I'm just gonna pick up that mud. But I think if I get a good action going and have it, just skimming the bottom, I think I'll be all right. I might get a bite. If I do, that's a bonus. If not, no big deal. Go over and check this pond out. This pond over here is only 2 years old, but there's a big culvert that goes, I don't know if you can see it right there, but it goes over and it drops into here, and it's not a very big culvert, but it's definitely big enough for a bass. So we're gonna give her a go here. And I know that this pond is deeper than this one over here. I know that because when they were digging it, I stopped in here to fish and I saw them back here digging it, and I was like, hey, hopefully they put a culvert so the fish can pass through, because that would be nice, because this is going to be way deeper than the one over there. I casted around the whole lake over there multiple times last summer and only caught, you know, maybe 5 or 6 fish each time I came. And I could just feel by the way my lure is falling and everything that it's not very deep. And I mean, I'm assuming this lake is probably 14 feet deep at the deepest, if I remember right, is what it looked like. I know they had a big D12 dozer down in the middle of this thing digging it out, and it was a good 6 feet below, you know, the pond level. And you know, that was, you know, those things are probably every bit of 10 feet tall. They're big dozers. But anyway, we're gonna hop this jig along. I can feel the bottom over here is a little bit not as mucky and yucky, so I'm just gonna hop this jig along. I might actually go home and I was actually thinking about going home and getting a drop shot and a weightless fluke, like a soft jerkbait, and going to another pond I know. However, I don't know if that pond's ice is off yet or not, and it's a good 15-minute drive. I mean, I ain't got nothing to do today. I got rained out at work. It is 4 o'clock in the afternoon, so I might go do that. We'll see. All right, guys. So that was a bust. I think the water temperature is too cold there. Not only that, the bottom, I didn't have a drop shot. I'm gonna go check out this other pond I was talking about. So it's gonna be a little bit of a drive, 15 minutes or so. I'll be there. I'll whip the camera back out. All right, guys, we made it. We're here. There's no ice on the lake, pond, lake, blah, blah, blah. But check this out. There's a dead goose. Not only one, there's another one over there. This is dead geese floating around. I don't know, did an animal get them? Couldn't tell you. Or did they freeze to death over the winter? Don't know. Comment down below if you know what could have possibly happened to these geese. Are the winters that harsh? Hey, this is a Canadian goose. Does that mean that they can stand the cold better than other geese? Don't know. I am throwing this drop shot. My hook's setting a little funny. See if I can re-rig this thing a little bit. Make it a little better. Here we go. Yeah, comment below what you guys think happened to these geese, because I don't know. I ain't got a clue. Just gonna drag this minnow around real slow. See if we can't get ourselves a bite. I rigged a mooch minnow on a drop shot. And if you keep keep a little action in your rod tip, that little tail on that mooch minnow, it's crazy what it does, but it looks so awesome. Just looks like a minnow in suspense, just chilling there, and his tail's just constantly twitching. It's pretty cool. So I'm gonna throw it around. I know here it's only like 6 or 8 feet deep. I know over along that bank is a little deeper, but I'm giving it a shot here. Give this fluke a shot. What I'm doing is I'm just, being that the water temperature is so cold, I'm throwing it out there as far as I can, letting it sink all the way to the bottom, and then just start twitching it just like a jerk bait. But just the cadence is like setting it for 3 to 5 seconds and then jerk, jerk, setting it for a couple more seconds and then jerk, like mix it up and see what happens. I'm gonna give it a try here. I know it's a little deeper here. Let it set for a while. You can tell it's still sinking because you can see my line going. I think it hit bottom there. Let's see what we can do. I'm not twitching it real hard just because it's cold and water temperature is probably in the 40s. It's hard to catch bass when it's that cold, especially if you don't have a boat to get out there where it's deeper. See that? There is a muskrat swimming across the water. He's getting it. He's on a mission. He's gonna go out there and check out them ducks. There's like 100 ducks out there in the middle of the pond. Just all over. These birds, I don't know if you can hear them. It's really getting me pumped up for springtime. Birds chirping. It's awesome. Oh, got one. Oh, that sucker came off. No way. You gotta be kidding. I had a bite. Check that out. He 100% had a bite. No way. Man, that sucks. I'm actually surprised. I really am. that's the end of the video. I didn't catch anything. I did get that one bite on that mooch minnow. That mooch minnow really gave me hopes for this spring, especially in tournaments, on a drop shot, on a swim jig head. I'm really looking forward to throwing it this season in tournaments and stuff and see what it does for me. The action is just different than any other minnow that I've seen, and I've thrown a lot of minnows, especially on jig heads and stuff, over the last couple of years. That's been the hot topic in bass fishing lately, is shaking a minnow or pinging a minnow or pitching a minnow, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, it's cold. The ice just came off, so I wasn't expecting a bite, and I did get one, which was a surprise, and it's cool. But excuse me. Anyway, guys, like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned. I'll be bringing a lot more videos like this in the near future, especially as soon as it starts warming up more and start catching some bass. And I'm gonna film a lot. I'm doing all this from my phone right now. Man, I got a fuzzy in my throat. I'm getting a GoPro, so I'm gonna start using a GoPro. It's a little less weight on your chest with that. I have a chest mount right now for my phone, but it's a little heavy, and it seems to want to kind of shake and wobble a little bit. With a GoPro, it keeps it nice and tight to your chest. It's not hanging out there like my phone is. So hopefully I'll be able to get a little bit better content, a little bit better of a, yeah, I guess you understand. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe, guys. Stay tuned and have a good one.